We're at 2619 Chesterfield Court doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a building. I'm not sure if this is I think this is either a 4-unit, but we're going through the clean out. The only access is a clean out in the front left of the building, right underneath the front window of, I think it's unit 1. And we're going to push all the way out to the main, just looking for any structural issues, root intrusion, blockages, anything that might be of concern to the potential buyer. So we will stop and make note of anything that we feel is necessary.
Hi, Chris.
All right, Eric. Thanks. Okay. Well, looks like we're so it's cast iron at the bottom. I'm trying to get a little bit better angle on this here so I can see what's going on, but a lot of stuff to build. A lot of times to build up at the bottom of those, kind of cover the camera. There we go. So we are just inside from the clean out. It kind of has a sweep that forces you to go towards the street. What this looks like so far, this is all cast iron. And there we go, we finally made it into clay. It looks like we had just switched over. You can see the difference in the pipe immediately, and it goes into a larger pipe. It's a normal, just normally it's a little bit closer to the building when it changes over to clay like that. I'm hoping we'll be able to see a little bit better. I think maybe there's some stuff covering the lights. We're going to try to make it all the way out to the main, and we'll run it, dip it into the water there, and see if we can get a little bit of, see if we can clean the lens off a little bit, or clean the lights off a little bit here. And now it looks like we've gotten to concrete, which means we're on public property. You didn't use a lot of concrete pipe back then. If you look, you can kind of see exposed aggregate or the rock that's in the concrete. I'm kind of unsure as to where the main is. I think I just found it. Yep, there we are. I'm trying to Here we go. I think the flow increased enough to where it should be rinsing off the camera now. And structurally everything did look good. as far as I can tell. There we go, now we can see a little bit better here. This is concrete, this is all public property here. This all looks great so far. This is still on public property. It's a little bit of, not sure, it looks like packing or maybe a little bit of roots here. This is on public property though. We are 60 feet out. We're off the property by far. And it's not affecting the flow at all. Almost look like mineral deposits. I didn't see any roots. Now we're back on clay, so we should be on the property. Again, everything looks good structurally. Not even any bellies or anything, where the water's holding still. This all looks very, very good. Now we have pulled back into the cast iron, so this buildup here, you get rust and you get mainly that rust just kind of hangs on. It turns into like that black sludge you're seeing, and kind of grows like a barnacle or something, for lack of a better term, on the side there, and so it looks nasty, and it tends to catch, like the white stuff is grease, so it tends to catch a little bit more of that stuff. But this still looks in really good shape for cast iron. You could have it cleaned out if you wanted it to look a little smoother, but that all looked like it was in good shape for the age. And we are already pulled back out of the clean out, so everything looked really good. I don't really have much to say. It all looked good, and again, if you wanted to take care of some of the buildup from the cast iron, you could have it flushed or chained. Usually the jet or a chain would knock all that off, but then you put too much into it, and you could also cause problems if you're too worried about it. But again, everything looked good, so that'll end the inspection at 2619 Chesterfield Court.